Okay, so to start this presentation, I am going to talk about Duolingo for schools. First of all, Duolingo. Everybody here, I think, knows what Duolingo is, so I will go a little bit faster on this matter. Okay, so what is Duolingo? Duolingo is the free science-based application that has revolutionized language learning worldwide. It has 20 languages, over 200 million users, and it's the #1 most downloaded education app. It has many awards and many top US investors. So, first of all, well, I thank you for the people that are online right now, but we will wait 2 minutes so more people can log in and watch the presentation. Thank you. Hello everyone, we are back. I see that more people are signing in, so thank you, welcome. My name is Maria de Alba. I work in the academic secretary here in Oficinas Nacionales in CONALEP. I welcome you to this webinar. Please introduce yourselves with your name and which campus are you in, and how familiarized are you with Duolingo, with the platform. So we read you so we can get to know you better. Okay, thank you. Thank you for all your participation in the webinar today. Okay, so as you were told, today we will learn how to use the Duolingo for Schools platform. It's a very simple platform, really it's very friendly. Most of you already know how to use Duolingo, so it's only the next step so we can be more familiarized with the platform. Okay, first of all, I will start by saying hello. Thank you for being here. On behalf of Master's Degree Candidata Victoria Gil Jimenez, the principal of CONALEP, and Master's Degree María Elena Salazar Peña, Academic Secretary of CONALEP. I welcome you. I thank you very much for being here. And let's hope that today would be a very rich session. So please, if you have any questions or if you have any comments, please let us know so we can start solving them right away. Okay? Also, I want to thank you to the team that is behind the cameras today, which is Master's Degree Emanuel Obregón and Elisa Cuevas. They are behind cameras, and they also are helping us with the technical things here in the webinar today. Okay, so first of all, I will start with what is Duolingo. This will be a very brief presentation because I know that everybody here online, or most of you, already know Duolingo. And then I know that you took the webinar last week, so it will be a very quick review. So what is Duolingo? Duolingo is the free science-based application that has revolutionized language learning worldwide. It has over 20 languages, so you can learn, 200 million total users, and is the #1 most downloaded education app. It has also many awards and top US investors. Some aspects of the language that are being studied when working on Duolingo are vocabulary, syntax, grammar, mechanics, and pronunciation. Over 50 million people around the world use Duolingo to help them learn languages. The fun, game-like lessons keep students motivated and excited about the language. The biggest learning platform worldwide, which is Duolingo, is now available for schools. That is what we are going to see today. Thousands of teachers are using now Duolingo to improve their classes. I want to ask you teachers that are online, have you used Duolingo for schools? If yes, can you write on the chat how has your experience been? I will wait a few seconds so you can reply. Okay, I think that most of you already know Duolingo for schools. So in any case, I will go a little bit quick here, but if you need me to slow down, you can just say it on the chat and we will go back in any subject that you have questions with. Many teachers and governments around the world consider Duolingo as the best way to use technology in their classrooms. The lessons provide personalized education to each student. It has a bilingual method, and the student can start learning from scratch with this app. Right now, I want you to do a small exercise and ask yourself, what do I need to do right now and in my conditions so everybody in CONALEP can use Duolingo? By this, I mean, what do I need to do? Me, as a teacher, as a student, as a parent, or as an administrative staff even, what do I need to do right now? Not tomorrow, not next semester, or not next year. Today, so everybody in CONALEP can use Duolingo. So please ask yourself this, and you can do a little bit of an insight. And when we finish the presentation, we can get back to these questions. So to see if you already have an insight of what you can do to start using this this app or this platform so your students can be more, can use more English and can learn better the language. The contents of today are: Duolingo for Schools, create a Gmail account, log in Duolingo through Gmail, invite students, assign homework, and do students' progress and follow up. We will see later, but in this app you can also see how your students are progressing, if they deliver their homework on time, late, or not at all. Okay, so in this step, I will go really quick because I know all of you are already aware of how to create a Gmail account. So in any case, if you have any questions, you can ask us. You go to this address, accounts.google.com, and you go to Más opciones, which is right here, and crear cuenta. So you can create your account. It is very simple, really. It asks you your name, last name, username, and password, so you can create your account. Okay, I will see your comments in the chat right now, so give me just 1 second so we can start answering them. Okay, Lorena Valdivia, thank you for your comment. Welcome. I see that you have a question. Duolingo is not part of the program, of English program. We only use it as a complement. Okay, as a complement of your class. You are not obligated to use it, but we give you this as a tool. You can use it as a very nice and important tool to help your students learn the language. Okay, more ahead we will see how you can use Duolingo. Besides giving homework, you can also use it in the classroom with your students with a projector, so it's very easy that way. Okay, welcome. Victor Manuel Perez, welcome. Victor Manuel, you can use Duolingo to give homework. It's not necessary to use it in the classroom. You can use it to give homework and to help the students and to recommend the students to learn the language. Okay, welcome Angie. Good morning. Welcome Ángel Rodríguez Nájera. José Javier López Vázquez, welcome. Okay, you're welcome, Lorena. We're here in case you have any questions left. Okay, here, I am sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot to give you this one detail, that the webinar today is in English, so it's full in English for English teachers. So that is the thing. In case you have any questions of some of the words or some of the terms, you can also ask, but it will be in English because you are the experts in this matter. Okay, here in my left is Elisa Cuevas. You cannot see her because she's out of camera, but she's helping with the chat, as well as Emmanuel Obregon. They are helping to answer the questions. I am reading the questions, but in case I do not have time to be in both screens, they will help me with the answers. So welcome, Emmanuel and Elisa. Thank you very much for your support. Okay. Yes, Chris, hello, good afternoon. I'm very sorry for the change. We we published it in the WhatsApp group. We had a technical difficulties at 10:30. That's why we are starting up till now, and the next training will be at 2:30 p.m. And we will have another training at 6 o'clock. Okay. Please, we also send to the emails the assistance list. So if you can fill them in, please, and send them back to you. If you need this format, you can write on the chat your email so we can send them to you right away. Okay? Thank you. Okay, so we are moving on. In case you have an important question, also please let us know, and Elisa here will help us with the answers. Okay, hello, Rosy Valenzuela, welcome, and Plantel Tonalá, welcome. Okay, Lorena Valdivia, you are a teacher, right? So if you want to get in the WhatsApp group, also please send us your phone number so we can add you, okay? That goes to everybody else here in the chat. Okay, Angie Rodriguez. The evidence, you really don't need to ask for every evidence to the students, because if you are assigning the homework, you as a teacher, you see the progress. You see all the progress that they are making. Okay. So if you want more evidence, you can ask for screenshots of their cell phones, and that would be more than enough. But as a teacher, you may have actually it's a must of the platform that you see all the progress of the students. Okay. Well, moving on. Now that you have your Gmail account, you can start using Duolingo. You can also create an account in Duolingo with your CONALEP email, but we highly recommend you to sign in with Google. It's more fast and it's more efficient. Okay. If you want to use Duolingo from your cell phone or your tablet, you must upload your Gmail account into the mobile device, so your information is always updated. Okay, you need to upload your email with your mobile device. I mean, if it is cell phone or tablet, whichever you choose, but it has to be your email uploaded so you can use Duolingo. Okay, so now you are ready to use Duolingo for Schools, now that you have your account. And here is the address. It's schools.duolingo.com. I will get into this address so I can show you how does this work, okay? I'm sorry, I made a mistake here. Okay, I'm sorry, it seems that we have a little bit of a hiccup here in the page, but no worries. I will show you directly in the presentation. If you can do testings on the page, you can also tell us how does your progress. Okay. Welcome everybody new here in the chat. Welcome Daniel. It is very good to have students also, so you can learn both sides of the platform as a student and as a teacher. Okay, so now once we are on the page on the Duolingo schools.duolingo.com, you click on Get Started. You can you will see this screen. You can sign up with Google, or you can create an account. Also, as Duolingo, as the webinar we saw last week, you can create any account you want with any other email. However, we recommend you to use Gmail. Okay, welcome Mauricio. Welcome SMA. You're a student. Okay, welcome students and teachers that are signing in. Now we have 41 people. Okay, the first step, once you sign in, you can sign in with Google and create a a Duolingo account, as I was saying. Once you sign in, you go to crear una sección. This is the first step. So the first thing you need to do is to select the language you want to teach. So in this case, I selected French, français, and you also must have a name for your section. So the name we assigned is French 1 and français. Okay, so now we already created our classroom and what language we want to teach. Okay. Next step is, how do you want to invite your students? We recommend you to invite your students by sharing the link of the section. It is faster this way and easier, so you can save more steps. Okay, so you click here on compartir enlace de la sección, and you will see this screen. You can either share this link or you can share the code. Okay, this code. You give this code to your students and they have to get in the link that is join.duolingo.com to start using Duolingo. Okay, so your students will see this screen once they get in. So you ask them to write the code and click on Join Classroom. Okay. So we have a question here. Okay. Okay, greetings everyone. Now we have 43 people. Thank you very much for being here. So your students will see, okay, your students will see this screen to join Duolingo. It is really simple. I am sure that they already know how to use it. So they enter the code, as I was saying, here, and click on Join the Classroom. And your students can either create an account or log in if they already have an account. Okay, so this is what your students will do. They log in through their email and password or through Google, as I was teaching you earlier. Ask them to write your username and password, and we recommend using Google also. Just one second, because we seem to have issues with camera?
No, it's the best focus.
Okay. I was out of focus, but I think I am correct right now.
We have a student, Este. He wants you to send him a greeting.
And what's his name?
Este.
Este. Este, greetings. Greetings, Este. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Bienvenido. I hope that you learn a lot from this webinar. So thank you for being here. Okay. So now that you gave your students your code, you can sign in as a teacher. Now, this is an email I use to. This is specifically to join Duolingo. This is the email I use to do the testings, to enter as a teacher and as a student. So this is my username and my password. Sign in. And now here you have your students. I have two students, Citlali and Maria. Well, this is me really. I was doing some testings. So I will assign now I am ready to assign the homework. So, okay, Lorena, thank you for your email. We will make sure you have the presentation, well the format of the list and also the presentation and the material for this webinar, okay? Okay, so now you can start working with your new student. As you can see, this is a very simple and very friendly website. You can use it at any time with any computer. You only need access to the internet. You can even download it to your cell phone by Play Store. You can use Android or iOS. Either way, they are both compatible. Angel, really, Angie. Hello, Daniel. Thank you for being here. Angie, really, you can take into account the time that your students use in Duolingo. However, this is not mandatory. This is only a tool so they can learn English. It is not mandatory for them to use Duolingo. Okay, so it is only to help them learn the language and to practice. You can also use many other recommendations that I'm sure that many of you have to learn the language. Duolingo is only one of them. Okay, so it's only a tool. It's not mandatory, but however you can use it to go through your class and through your program. Okay. Okay. Well, there are our emails, so you can write us in case you have any questions. That is Emmanuel. Tapia is Elisa, who is right here on my left side, and Malva, that's my email. So if you have any questions, you can write to either three of us. Okay? So now you can start working with your new student. Right now, I will invite Citlali and Maria to use Duolingo. They are already here. Yes, as I was saying, I'm sorry if you didn't catch it, but the intention of the webinar is to use the website as well as the presentation. Okay, so I really apologize, but today the website is under reparation. Okay, so I will tell this to the staff of Duolingo so they can help us. But luckily, we have a presentation ready with all the steps. So I will I will go through the presentation, and you can practice. Okay, so you can practice once you have once the website is ready. Okay, so I apologize in advance. I know that technology sometimes can be very tricky and play games with us. So today we will go through the presentation. Luckily, later today we can use the website. Okay, they are telling me that the website is already working. So let me close this and log in again to review all the steps that we have been seeing. Okay. Hello, Adriana. Welcome. Okay, it seems that we are here. Okay. So what we were doing, this is the screen that we just showed you, and click on Empieza. You can either create an account, as I was saying, or sign in with Google. Create a Duolingo account. I already have an account, so I will just start. Okay, so I am here. This is the screen that I see because I already have my groups. Okay, this is how you see. I have an English basic class, an English first, French 1, just French, and English 2. Okay, so these are the classes that I have created, but right now we are going to create a new one. So if you have any classes, you just go to Crea otra sección. Okay, so as I was saying, right now I am here in Crear una sección. The language we will want to learn today is English. And I will name the section, in this case, English 3. Okay, I already have English 2, so if it is telling me that that name already exists, so English 3. Okay. Okay, let me just see the comments you have. Okay. Okay, thank you everybody for your feedback. Okay, so now continue. And we want to invite our students by sharing the link of the section. So we click here, continue, and you can, as I was saying, you can just give your students the link or the code, which is what we saw just here. You give your students the code. Yes, Emmanuel. I am just opening a new class here. As I was saying, just give your students their code so they can get in. They will see this screen, which I explained with the presentation. Write their username and password, and they are already here. Okay, so now I have a new class. Continue. And here it is, my class, the class I created. I have 0 students right now because I have not invited anyone yet, but I think it was clear on how the class was made. Let me see the chat. Welcome, Laura Torres. Okay, thank you very much for watching, Adriana Cepeda. Okay, welcome everyone. Okay, so that step was already done, the step of creating a new class. Does anyone have any questions on this matter? Yes, Chris, we can expect you at 6, gladly. Okay. Okay, great. So I have no students right now. This is my class. This is the class I just created. Okay, so invitar estudiantes. And we go back to the section I was just telling. Compartir enlace de la sección. Here we have the code. And we just give this code to your students so they can enter and you can invite them. Okay, so let's go back. And now the next step is to start working with the students to assign homework. Okay, so I will go back to the platform, and here I have my English first class. I have already 2 students that were invited. They have not delivered their homework, so I will give them more homework. So here in this section is this section of tareas, of homeworks. So I click, and these are the homeworks that I have assigned. You can see here what homework was delivered late, or not delivered at all. Okay, so as I can see, my students have not delivered their homework. Okay. Yes, Marisol Mendez, welcome. Hi, how are you? Yes, we will have this session at 2:30. We have one more question. The future isn't good. The code changes anytime you assign you invite more students, the code changes. For example, I want to invite students here to my section. And right now, this is the code. This is the code that I will share with my students, okay? They have to click in they have to sign in the link in this one, join.duolingo.com, okay? So, hi again, Okay, Lorena, yes, we will check this and we already have your email, so we will send it to you, okay? Right now, Elisa is taking note about the material that we are going to send you, okay? So, okay, so we are on the inviting more students. This is the code, and yes, it changes. Okay. So right now, okay, I have a new student here in English, Emmanuel. Emmanuel already signed in with the code that was given. So I will give him homework. Here in Tareas, and we click on Crear Tarea, okay? You can either create a homework by upgrading points or completing a unit. I recommend you to use the complete a unit, but you can do both. In Acumula Puntos, you can just assign the goal according to the points that you want to get. It's your students to get. It can be 20, 50, 75, 100, 150, whichever you want, according to the time of work that they already use. Okay, so right now I'm going to give Emanuela homework for him to complete a unit. Okay, so you can choose a unit. I will choose the intro section, which is pretty basic, and a deadline. I want Emmanuel to deliver his homework on Thursday 30 of next week. You can choose this week or next week. We will choose this week, 2023 at 10 a.m. and you click on asignar ahora, so you can give him the homework. And there we go. You have already assigned your homework. And here I will have the notice if Emmanuel does his homework or delivers it late or he does not deliver it at all. Okay? Okay, so this is how we invite students. Do you have any questions so far? Let me check the chat. Yes, as Emmanuel is saying, you can use the code. The code, Emmanuel is giving a code. That is the code of the class that I am already showing. Okay, so you can get in the class live. So you can see as a student how you can join. Again, the link is here, join.duolingo.com. Okay, so you can join and you can join the class. Welcome. I will receive a notice every time I have a new student. Right now, the only student I have is Emmanuel, and he already has his homework. So yes, exactly, Mauricio. It's only an exercise we are doing right now, Emmanuel and me, to explain better how you can see the class. Okay, so it's only if you want to get a better idea of how it is works. Okay, so thank you Emmanuel for signing in the class. Okay, so we are moving on. Any more questions so far? Yes, exactly. English Master Academy. Can you identify yourself, your name, and your campus, please? Thank you. I know Duolingo is a very good tool. You can use it to keep track of your students, so it's very helpful. Okay. Okay, so we are moving on since I think there are no more questions so far. Okay, so this part we already saw it, which is the joint classroom. You are welcome in my class. So if I have more students, please identify yourself. Okay, so this is a part I just did that was deliver, well, assigning a homework, crear tarea, completar unidad, select the unit you want your students to work with. Okay, select the deadline, and this is the confirmation screen. Okay, it's very important to select the deadline so we can already have an idea of if our student is working or not. Okay, I recommend you to also have communication about this with your students in person regarding if you send them the homework. It's more easy if you just tell them that you send them the homework, and if they have any questions, so this can be more rich. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus Tapia. Welcome. Thank you for identifying yourself. Okay. Okay, well, in Duolingo for Schools, you can invite as many students as you want. You can track which homework was delivered on time, late, or not delivered at all. Is as I was saying and making an example earlier. So it's very helpful. Okay, we also have more sections in Duolingo schools that are very interesting, and I want to show them to you. These are helpful, very helpful sections, so you can learn more about the platform. Okay, we have a question here. Hi, Lorena Valdivia. I'm sure it is very challenging. If you have 6 groups and 200 students, that is good for good for you. I'm sure you're doing a great job. You can use Duolingo to invite your students. I'm guessing that they are different classes, so different levels of English. So you can divide them. Also, you can do the work in the classroom. I will show right now how to, well, a little bit in 2 sections later, we will see how to do the Duolingo practice in the classrooms. So you can do with if you want with 10, 15, 100 people in the classroom to practice at the same time. Okay? Okay, so in this section, curriculum, you can see all the details of the units as well as examples for better understanding. Okay, we will click here. Right now I'm on the platform. Curriculum. So you can see examples, and you can see more examples of the words, if they are verbs, pronouns, substantive, adverbs, etc. And you can get a better understanding of the platform. Okay, so this is very helpful also. These are examples of the travel section: passport, where, adverb, flight, going. So you can see all the examples of the units. Okay. You're welcome, Lorena. I'm not a teacher. Hi, Lorena Alvarado, welcome. It's good to have students also here. Welcome. Okay, so Lorena Valdivia, this section can be very helpful for you. You can also use Duolingo to practice in your classroom with your students, as I was saying. So I will go back to the platform. Actividades en clase. You click here and you can practice with your group. It doesn't matter if you have 1, 2, or 10 students. You only need your computer, and we highly recommend you to use a projector to have a better results. So we click on Empecemos. Práctica en grupo. Escoge una unidad para practicar con tu clase. So you can choose a unit. Here Duolingo recommends us this unit, but you can do whatever you choose. In this case, we will do the comunica section. Empezar práctica. Okay, so we are here on the section. Okay, so we will do this right now as an example.
Text.
I'm sure that you already have worked here with Duolingo, but in this section, there is a type of practice that you choose the word, the translation, but it also relates it with an image, so it's better to understand it this way. Información, information.
Information. He works for the press.
He works for the press. Here it's yellow,
Press.
the words that we suppose we don't know. Okay, so but also you can see the translation of any other word. So he works
for
the
press.
press.
He works for the press.
You can either click with the mouse or enter.
The network.
The
Network.
The is la. Yes, Lorena Valdivia, we are curious how you do it with 200 students. This is only a recommendation, but I'm sure you have all the technique.
The search. Search. Thanks for the information. I read the comments. The student wrote a negative comment.
Right now I am practicing this with Elisa. She is my student.
The network is modern. There are no comments yet. The text is long. The press.
can listen to it again by
The press.
clicking here or here slower.
The press.
Oh, hello, English Master Academy. Can you just tell us where your campus is? Hello everyone, hello all the students. Thank you for being here. You're welcome. If you have any questions, also you please let us know. Pictures. Yes, Emmanuel, that is a great idea of you can share pictures of the location. If you are taking the conference with someone else, it is good for us to have a feedback on how you are giving this conference.
Network.
Okay, so I think I will go a little bit faster on this.
Personal information. The press.
If you have any questions also on how to write, you can just put the mouse here and you see the word. Okay, so we finished our goal for today. So this is how you can use Duolingo to practice on your classrooms. It is really very simple. Okay, so we go back to our main page. Okay, so okay, we also have a section where you can modify the settings of the sections. It is this one, configuración de la sección. You can click on it and you can either change the code, the name of the section, the course you are taking, well, you are giving your students, the language that your students speak, and also you can download here instructions, so you can give your students to get in the link to use Duolingo. Okay, thank you all for your comments. I am trying to see them all as I give the webinar. You also can combine sections on the same setting. This means that you can combine the students you have on your sections. For example, I have many sections and I put combinar, and I can combine the students I have in English first and in English 2, for example, and in English 3. And continuar and maintain you can either maintain the name or change it. Confirmation. And right now I have all of my students here on one section instead of having them by separate. This is optional, also it's not mandatory. If you want to keep your sections by separate, it is fine. It's how you better organize. This, as I was saying. Okay, in the help menu, you can enter here in ayuda. And here you have frequent questions and answers like welcome, about Duolingo for Schools. What is Duolingo for Schools? This is an example of the frequent questions. You click on one and here you have all the information. So it is also a very helpful section in case you have any questions. Okay. Also, one thing important about this is that you can get a diploma as a Duolingo teacher. This is once you know how to create an account, to create a section, to navigate through the content of the course, and to add students, and to create a homework. Once you are ready to do all of this, you can get your diploma. So you click here on Obtén tu certificado. You click here and you can get your diploma. You will see this screen, so you can type your name, and now you can be a certificated teacher in Duolingo, only in Duolingo. So there I have my diploma. You can either print it or share your results, share your certificate through Facebook, through Gmail, through WhatsApp, whichever you want. Okay. So now you are ready to get started. I wish you good luck. Please share with us all your experience and how has it been to use Duolingo for Schools. Let me see if we have any more questions so we can solve them right away. Lorena Valdivia, yes, exactly. You can use the mixing groups section, so you can keep better track of your students. Hello, teacher Adonai, how are you? Welcome. Yes, I know you were waiting for the webinar at 10:30. We are sorry about that. We had a bit of a hiccup with the time, but now we are here. You can also get in the 2:30 webinar or the 6 webinar. So welcome. Okay, we will wait a few more seconds for more questions or more feedback.
This is the chat. I was thinking about that with some music.
Yes, good idea.
Because sometimes the computer.
Preguntas.
5 minutitos. Para.
Okay, well, there seems to be no more questions left. So please let me remind you of the attendance lists. It is very important for you to send them, please, so we can have an evidence that you took this course, this conference. So please, Elisa will type her email again, so you can send them directly. And if you need the format, please let us know so she can send them to you right away. Okay? Okay, we will wait 5 more minutes in case you have any questions, any more questions left, and we will close. Here are our emails. Master's degree María Elena Salazar Peña, this is her email. Emanuel Obregón and María de Alba, that's me. And Dr. Pedro Jesús García Escamilla, this is his email. And Elisa Cuevas Tapia, who is right here next to me. So please let us know in case you have any more questions, and please remember to send the lists over. Okay? Okay, so here are the emails so you can see them more clearly. Okay. Okay, so I think there are no more questions left. So we will close the webinar for today. For this at 12 o'clock. You can get in the webinar at 2:30 also. If you have any more questions, please let us know. I really appreciate, on behalf of Master's Degree Maria Elena Salazar Peña, that you were here on this webinar. So thank you very much. Please send us your comments about the platform. You can send us how you feel using it, how many students do you have, any photos or evidences you may have. You can also send them to us. Okay, so I am very grateful with you for all your comments, and have a great day. Goodbye.
Hello, teachers. We will close the transmission, so let me see. Desktop. They are hearing us. Todavía no escuchan, pero ahorita ya se va a cortar. Voy a hablar.